sure the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I got the booze, stack with me, don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Play action. It's gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, Goff.
Quick slant here to Smith. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7th. Now 3rd down and very long.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, obviously, that has declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Fielded at the 20. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta, 43 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9.
Lions 16, Texans 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And the Lions first down.
Now Goff on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted. Room here to run. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I've been with a quarterback like this before. And he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
16, Texans 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second down, it's Porter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He's got a man, complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the football team.
15 more there. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Porter. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Setting up the screen for Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
throw left side complete. That's Gross. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With their second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now a first down throw, gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Just trash.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Terrible. Awful. Seriously.
Up the middle they go. It's Porter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Stroud.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Derek Stingley puts it, and the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago. Now 3 here.
He is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Look at the big fella go. And he'll be forced to the bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Stroud. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Control it. Come on, boys. Let's finish strong.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Lions 19. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a bit closer. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Porter powers through it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick
TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of people behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gross. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. Flush to his right. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 27.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Gone. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Detroit.
Here's Goff. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Goff. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Trucks over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stroud sets up the play action. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down try. It's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Option right, here's Stroud.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they take a knee. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say? Why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if they're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.